So maybe you've heard planes at night and wondered what they're up to. Or perhaps you've just heard about the elusive night drop in general. But do you really know what goes into making it happen? Join us as we take a closer look with Moody's Aerial Delivery Support Bay.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of A Closer Look. I'm Senior Airman Kyle Saunders with 23rd Public Affairs at Moody Air Force Base, and I'm getting to hang out today with 347th OSS Aerial Delivery Support Bay, correct?
Yes.
All right, that's a mouthful. I gotta be honest with you. So I'm here with Staff Sergeant Ed Elizalde. Great to meet you. And we're gonna go through a night drop, actually. Well, the pre-inspection for a night drop. So you're gonna probably get to see some cool night vision footage. It's gonna be pretty interesting. But what do we need to go through first before this drop gets to happen? I know that you're like the head of inspections here right now, right?
Yep, Staff Sergeant Elizalde. I'm a attached load master from the 71st, and I'm a joint airdrop inspector, JAI.
Okay.
So we're gonna be dropping 2 bundles tonight. And what I like to do is look at the overall condition before I do any of my pre-inspection items. So I look at the condition of the bundle, make sure that the stitching right here is good, make sure that we have an actual weight, make sure that the parachute on top of it was actually inspected, packed, and it has a good date on it. This was inspected 24 August 2017, so it's good.
Okay. How long is that good for?
It's good for a year.
Really?
Yep.
All right.
Right here.
What's this?
If you look at that,
there's
there's a cut on the webbing right there, so that would be a no-go for this bundle.
Because
right
it's not seamless there.
Yep.
Okay.
So
what kind of problems could that cause, say, if you were to, accidentally let that go?
If I let it go, once this chute deploys and this cut right here, it might tear through the whole webbing right here.
It could compromise the integrity and just everything falls apart.
Yeah, I mean, more than likely the whole thing is not going to fall apart.
Right.
But it could be an issue.
Yeah.
So it's better to be
safe than sorry.
Better safe than sorry. Yeah. So this one is not good. We'll just pick another one.
Okay.
A different one.
How about these? These are a lot brighter. We'll find these easier at night,
one?
I think, right?
Yeah, man.
Trying to make it easier for us,
Yep. So again, do an overall inspection.
The overall inspection can be tedious, but in the long run, it saves time and prevents mishaps.
So now I can start my checks. I have a good weight, I have a good chute. So now I'm gonna make sure that this parachute is secured to the bundle.
All this time checking the bundle and making sure the parachute is secured to it makes for a safe and efficient drop later on, which is exactly what we're looking for tonight.
So he's got to go through this checklist, make sure every detail is taken care of, nothing overlooked, and then then the same process we'll have to go through on whichever next bundle we find. Which this is good that you do your pre-check, because imagine you did this first and then you find the stitch thing and you just wasted 20 minutes on a
there
package.
You go.
It's not even good to go. All right, so then this baby's gonna get loaded up onto a forklift and then brought over to the C-130 to be strapped in and prepped for the drop later tonight.
Yes.
Cool.
Now it's time for this bundle to get loaded up. The ADSB crew takes it by forklift over to the crew waiting at the C-130 so they can load it up and toss it out the back at the designated drop time.
C-130 actually came through already and dropped one of the packages. They were about 117 yards off target to 11 o'clock from the target. There's an infrared strobe out there that's blinking that I can't see just by looking, but they've got the night vision tech so that they can pick it up. And so now the C-130 is making their adjustments. They're going to come through on a second pass to drop the second package, hopefully get a closer hit to the actual target, and then we'll run out there, gather up all the supplies, and reconstitute the package back at the warehouse like you had seen us doing before, or at least that's what these guys will be doing. And I think right now, the C-130 is on its way, so let's see how this second drop goes. Yeah, the night vision makes it a lot easier to see what's going on. All right, so now we're gonna go out there and collect everything, I guess, and then we lug it back to the warehouse. Let's go.
Since these bundles were just barrels filled with water, and all of that water was dumped out in the grass, loading them into the truck was fairly simple. But that's not always the case. I was told these drops can contain anything from food and medicine for humanitarian efforts to supplies needed by boots on the ground, or even something as large as an entire engine and other parts needed to repair vehicles or whatever else. The possibilities are rather endless, so long as the parachute can bear the load.
All right, so that's a wrap for working with Aerial Delivery Support Bay for tonight. It's been a late one, but it was also really, really cool to come out here, look through some infrared, see some of this stuff get dropped, and I don't know if I would ever normally get a chance to do stuff like this. So thank you, Sergeant Verhan, very much. Thank you, Sergeant Elizalde. It was great getting to put it all together and then see it come down and toss it back onto the truck. And you guys get to do this all the time, right? Sweet. And I bet you love everything. Yeah, you look like you know, this is like your own personal racetrack on that ATV, you know where everything is. Awesome. Cool. Well, I appreciate it, and hopefully we'll get to come back sometime and check out something else that you guys are doing and get in on some more of the action. Thanks for joining us for a closer look.
Thank you. So when's this going to get edited up?